What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing some Dragon Ball Super news / leaks / spoilers, whatever you want to call it. I'm about to talk about the upcoming arcs. If you want nothing spoiled, this is your one chance to leave before I get into the good stuff. Now, to those who've been following me on Twitter and been keeping up with Jump Festa, it is currently going on in Japan, and they gave us our first look, and I guess more of a teaser about the upcoming Dragon Ball Super arc, the Universal Survival arc. And yes, if you couldn't already tell based on the title of the arc, this is the Omniversal Tournament. This is the tournament that was initially teased back in the Champa arc. It is finally happening. Now, we do have a couple things to discuss. Number one, we have a poster, which you can see in the background of this video. And two, we have a synopsis that was released by VJump. As always, big shout out to Herms for these amazing translations. If you want to follow him, I will link his Twitter in the description below. At Goku's request, the Omni King's Tournament of Power martial arts tournament between the universes now begins. But also, this also proves to be the beginning of universal destruction. What awaits the victors of this tournament and the vanquished? How will these intense team battles between the elites of each universe turn out? Question mark. Dragon Ball Super entered its new chapter, the Universe Survival Arc. As you can see from the main visuals, it'll be a full-throttle story where Goku and the rest of the Universe 7 warriors from former team to take on a tournament between universes. Artificial Human 17 and Majin Buu are there too, so personally, I can't contain my excitement at the thought of what kind of fights we'll see. Look forward to this new chapter. They'll be sure to feature super intense battles with non-stop appearances by the elites of each universe. So based on the synopsis, there seems to be a much bigger risk now involved in this upcoming tournament. I mean, last time the risk was, well, if Champa wins, we get Earth, and that's about it. But in all reality, that would have been a lot better for the Earth because Universe 6 seems a lot more peaceful than Universe 7 was. So it wasn't that big of a deal. On top of that, knowing Beerus, he probably would have figured out a way to get Earth back had Champa won. However, this time, they seem to be aiming the story more at the destructive power of the Omni King, where it's like, hey, if you lose, I'm taking your universe. Which makes a lot of sense considering the fact that for the last two arcs, they've been kind of hyping up how powerful the Omni King actually is. I mean, the very first time they revealed him back in the Champa arc, what do we see? We saw Champa and Beerus cower in fear and immediately bow their heads the second the Omni King showed up. And two, they also revealed right then and there that there were multiple universes in the past, but they were dwindled down to the last 12 because the Omni King destroyed the other ones. I think he said there were about 18 and not just 12. So he's pretty powerful. He can make a universe disappear just like that. In fact, we even saw him do that in the Zamasu Black arc. Yes, that's right. When future Omni King was called to the fight, he actually destroyed the entire future universe. Gone. Universe 7 in the future doesn't exist anymore. And then, of course, we saw him get picked up and taken to the past, and now we have two Omni Kings. Now, from the looks of it, this next arc seems to be very much more serious than we actually thought. Because, I mean, to be honest, I thought this upcoming tournament was going to be more fun, similar to what we saw in the last tournament, where it was kind of like, it's cool, but it's not that serious. But now, if you introduce the idea of the possibility of losing your universe, the fights are going to get a lot more interesting, which is probably why they decided to have this roster for Universe 7. I saw how controversial the response was when they initially showed us off, but the current roster for Universe 7 is, number one, it's 10 people instead of 5 like last time, and two, it consists of Majin Buu, Krillin, Android 18, Android 17, Goku, Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan. Yes, I said Ultimate because he looks like he's ready to fight, so Ultimate Gohan is his title once again, at least I hope. Master Roshi, which is a controversial one, Tien Shinhan, and Piccolo. Now, the first questions that I saw, or first set of questions I saw is, number one, why no Goten and Trunks? And two, where's Monaka? Well, like I said, this tournament seems to be a lot more serious, so you can't just kind of waste a slot on Monaka, because if they get to the situation where Monaka has to win, he's not going to win. That's going to be the destruction of Universe 7, and because of that, I feel like Monaka will be thrown out from the possibility of being on this tournament, even though he was actually introduced just to make sure Goku and Vegeta train harder. The real question I want to know is whether or not they'll actually reveal that to Goku, because knowing Beerus, they'll probably keep this as secret as long as possible. So when it comes down to it, they'll probably just say something like, oh, well, you know, Monaka has to go do something else, but that's not the point. The other controversial one, like I said, was the fact that Goten and Trunks are not in this tournament. I mean, they basically replaced Goten and Trunks with Master Roshi and Ender 17. Why? Well, my first theory was, well, this is going to be a very serious tournament. I feel like, number one, killing will be allowed since this is going to be more about, you know, if you lose, I'm destroying your universe. So it's going to be a lot more serious. Two, Goten and Trunks don't really fight that well individually. They're more of a fused warrior combination type of thing. And since it's two people, technically that would be against the rules. So I feel like the reason why they added Master Roshi in 17 is, number one, they don't want Goten and Trunks to get killed. And two, Goten and Trunks, even though they're stronger than Master Roshi individually, their forte is fusing. But that will be against the rules. And because of that, they won't get to fight. Then again, they could also always just say, well, it's because they're too young to enter the tournament. That's always a possibility. But either way, they were replaced by Android 17 and Master Roshi. Now, as far as 17, it kind of makes sense to bring him back because he's still technically somewhat powerful. I mean, he's obviously not as strong as Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, or even Majin Buu, but he's still pretty powerful. But the real question is why Master Roshi? He can't even fly. I mean, even Goten and Trunks, even Yamcha technically is stronger than Master Roshi, so why Roshi? And to answer that question, I have no idea, to be honest. If you have your own theories as to why Master Roshi is being added, feel free to drop it down below. But this is seriously one of those things where you have to wait to see what happens. Because again, the big thing about this arc is it seems that if you lose, there goes Universe 7. So why risk it on someone like Master Roshi? But then again, I mean, would you honestly trust Yamcha to win over Master Roshi? Probably not. I mean, either way, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. And honestly, the way that I see it, this is Master Roshi, the type of character that's so old, he's lived his life. It's kind of like, well, you know what? I'll take him for the team. If I die, whatever. I mean, number one, you bring me back to Dragon Balls, and two, at least it won't kill off someone that's younger than me. It's kind of like how I see it. But at the same time, I also feel like that they're adding Master Roshi for more of a nostalgic effect. Because remember how awesome it was seeing him in Resurrection F buff up against the Frieza soldiers? That was pretty badass, and I feel like they could be going for something like that in this upcoming arc. Well, for all we know, there may be some kind of special rule that allows Master Roshi to fight more at his own level. So I don't know. Again, the only way to find out is by watching this tournament when it starts airing on February 5th. Overall, though, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on what you guys think about the upcoming team. Any speculations and theories you have, this is your chance to talk about it right now. Now, the big thing that was revealed at Jump Festa today is, for starters, it's very little, number one. They are really good at teasing this stuff without telling us anything. But the real big deal is the fact that they showed the gods from the other universes for the very, very first time, and we can officially confirm that it's not like a specific god race that's similar to Champa and Beerus. Now, unfortunately, due to the quality of the video, you can't really tell what the other gods look like, but at least you can see the different shapes and sizes, especially the gods standing next to what seems to be Champa. Very different. So we can finally confirm that there is no like god-specific race that basically is like a cat-like person thing that exists in every single universe. Because the big question that a lot of us had is whether or not every single universe was basically run by a Beerus. Because when Champa was first shown off, it's like, wait, really? That's what the god of Universe 6 looks like? What about Universe 5? What about Universe 3? Well, now we know for sure that they're different, and hopefully as we get closer to February 5th, we'll get a closer look at the other gods of destruction or the other universes. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think about the first look about this upcoming arc. They should honestly call this Dragon Ball Super Hunger Games at this point, because it's like, that's basically what it is. The real question I want to know is how are they going to get out of the situation? Because the funny thing is Zamasu set out to basically destroy all life across basically every realm, and this same thing is technically about to occur, where it's like no matter which team loses, there goes the universe. So in a way, this is like the Zero Mortal plan all over again, just with the twist, technically. So the question is how are they going to get around that? Because knowing Goku, he loves his fights, but I still can't see him as the type of person who would have that on his shoulder, where it's like he knows that he just had a whole universe killed off because he want to fight. So I wonder how they're going to do that, whether they're going to basically ask the Omni King to not destroy it, or if they're going to have to involve the Super Dragon Ball, so what the deal is. But it's going to get interesting. That's all we can say at this point. But overall, though, that is the news for today, straight from Jump Festa. As soon as anything else pops up, I'll probably tweet about it. If it's more serious news-related stuff, I'll make another video. So stay tuned and subscribe, and I will keep you guys in the loop. But for now, I want to know your thoughts on this upcoming arc, as well as the first look about the gods. Basically, feel free to discuss it down below. So yeah, anyways, if you want to see the actual video that was shown off, that showed the actual clips, I will link it in the description below once again. So check that out. Like I said, it doesn't show too much because it's kind of hard to see due to the fact that it was filmed on camera. But if that video ever pops up online, which I can't tell whether or not it would be, but if it does, I will tweet about it. So again, follow me over there at Rhymestyle. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed us today. This has been Rhymestyle, and I will see you all y'all super sandwiches in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video.